August 20th, 2022. Coming to Hartford, Michigan at the Buren Poor House Museum, it's GHOSTORAMA. GHOSTORAMA is a one-of-a-kind event. It's a paranormal meet and greet / flea market / Comic-Con, car show, and much, much more. There'll be paranormal groups, the Ghostbusters, the Mystery Machine, spooky vendors, live band, ghost tour, Jurassic Park, killer cars, food truck, disc jockey, historical museum, kid haunted house, and much more. Van Buren County Historical Museum. That's right, out at 58471 Red Arrow Highway, Hartford, Michigan, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an outdoor market, which is free to the public. That's right, you heard me. It's open to the public. There'll be a museum tour, $5 per person. Also, from 9 to 11, a ghost tour, $20 per person. That's right, GHOSTORAMA is hitting West Michigan, Saturday, August 20th, 2022, at the Hartford Van Buren Poor House Museum. This is sponsored by Southern Michigan Paranormal's UnrestrictedRadio.com, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society.
Tonight's investigation, the Van Buren County Poorhouse Museum in Hartford, Michigan. This 2.5-story brick building was constructed in 1884 as the county poorhouse and infirmary. Comprising of 44 rooms, there's no secret that there's a few tales of strange phenomenons within the walls of this historic building. Some revolving around the many deaths that have occurred over the years, as well as Anna, the little girl who enjoys roaming the long hallways at night. Just be sure not to upset her by pronouncing her name incorrectly. Considering the enormous size of this building, it was near impossible to cover every square inch in one night. Nonetheless, come with us as we venture off into one of Southwest Michigan's most historical yet paranormal hotspots.
Well, my name is Tad, T-A-D. I have been volunteering out here at the Poor House Museum for about 16 years. Came here one Saturday after the farmer's market, fell in love with the place, and been coming back ever since. I'm a big history buff. The poorhouse, as far as we know, it's the last standing operating poorhouse in the state. Every county had one. If you could not physically or mentally take care of yourself, this is where you came to live until you either got back on your feet or you passed away. The original building burned in the late 1800s. 14 people died in the fire. They're all buried here on the fairgrounds. The 140 some odd acres that were the fairgrounds, or are the fairgrounds, belong to the poorhouse. Everybody farmed it. It was a big communal effort, and everybody took care of each other. When we've done paranormal investigations in the past, we've never told the groups that come in, they come from all over the country. Most of them pick up a little girl named Anna. She'll tell you her name. In the newspaper reports, one paper says a 10-year-old girl and her mother died. The other one says a 12-year-old girl and her mother died, but they never give the girl's name. We've had voices tell us that they died in the fire, that they smell smoke and different things like that. 4 things that have personally happened to me here that were on the paranormal side. The very first investigation we ever had with Dan's group, I was walking up the stairs to the entryway and the lights came on by themselves. And I thought, well, somehow somebody must have got past me and up the stairs, but there was nobody. And the electric here is really weird, so I just kind of wrote that off. Second thing that happened to me, Dan also, at the end of every investigation he always says, do you have any message for Tad? And that, it freaks me out every time. And that time, the only word that came through the hack box was the word walnuts. And all the blood just drained from my face, and I just looked like I'd seen a ghost, and everybody's looking at me like walnuts. And I said, well, right before I came here that night, I was in the back of my property and there's a huge black walnut tree. And I thought, well, I'm going to pick up some of these walnuts, dry them out over the winter for my mom. Got in my truck, came here, never thought about it. And whatever it was, somehow knew I was at that walnut tree. And I almost quit right then. I almost said I'm done, never coming back. But I always say a week later, a lot of sunshine, I get brave enough to come back. Third thing happened to me was with my son. We were here on a Wednesday after work, and we had a 12-foot display case to move up the stairs, and we used him for the muscle. And he and I were talking about how we were going to get this thing up the stairs, and something said something to us. And I couldn't make out what it said, but it said something. And I turned to look at him and say, the ghosts are talking to us. And he looked at me and he said, if that wasn't the floor that creaked, I'm never coming back. So I kept my mouth shut. And the very last thing that's happened to me, personally happened to me, was I was on a Sunday afternoon given a tour, like always. We were up on the second floor, the ladies' side, because the way the poorhouse is set up, even if you came here as a married couple, you were separated. Men were on one side and women were on the other. I was on the women's side, and we call it the 20s room with the flapper dress and all that other stuff. And used to be a dress in there from a former Miss South Haven who was murdered. And we have her pageant dress that's up there. I'm doing my little spiel. All of a sudden, a mannequin who sits on a pedestal with 4 feet fell forward. She fell forward so fast, I stuck my hand out to stop her from hitting the floor, and she stopped in midair. And then and I get goosebumps every time I talk about it. She just raised herself back up. And the guy in the group, he kind of laughed and he said, the ghosts are trying to talk to you. And I just, yep. We went on, I finished the tour, came downstairs, told the other 2 people volunteering with me, I said, that mannequin moved on me up on the second floor. We all 3 went up there, I jumped up and down on the floor, I kicked the walls. We couldn't make it move. And even if we could make it move, there's no physical way for it to straighten itself back up again, but it did. Charlie's been here hanging a mat by himself and heard a woman scream. And he went to go investigate, thought somebody come in, fell down the stairs, nothing. We've had people on tour ask who the black lady was up on the second floor. And Charlie's, this is in the middle of the day, says, we don't have anybody up here like that. And the lady saw it, and we don't know who it was. And when the old county hospital was here, they were investigating that, and Dan has it on tape, and it just, you can hear from the other side of the window a woman's voice say, we need help, we need a doctor, just plain as day. And if you volunteer here, you'll hear people talk on the second floor when you're on the first, and you go up there and there's nothing. You'll hear people on the second floor, or on the first floor when you're on the second floor, you come down here and there's nothing. And besides the 14 people who died in the fire, there were probably literally hundreds that died of natural causes. There were 2 recorded suicides, 1 recorded murder. But one of the suicides I don't believe was really a suicide, because the guy crossed from the male side to the female side and supposedly jumped out of the second floor window and landed on his head. In my opinion, he crossed to the ladies' side and had nefarious things in his mind. They got the better of him. They hung him out the window either to scare him or to drop him, and he went right down on his head. But they ruled it a suicide. But I just have my doubts. But like I say, everybody who volunteers here will tell you they hear footsteps all the time. They've caught dogs barking. They've caught birds singing in the dead of winter here. When the dog was barking, you hear a male's voice yell at the dog to shut up. We've had people catch singing. We've had the piano play. Anna comes through quite a bit. And if you pronounce her name wrong, if you pronounce her name Anna, she'll correct you. We came here one Tuesday for our monthly meeting, and the president, Sandy, said, the library room looks like a murder scene. We went up there and all the chairs were in the center, pictures knocked off the wall, and there was a little can of red Play-Doh that had been here since before I started here. It was rock solid. You would have to chisel it out. And something took it and mashed it all over the floor. And no explanation. So then the next day after work, I went to the dollar store and I bought some more Play-Doh. I took it upstairs to the 3rd floor to the library room, and I just told Anna, talking to thin air, here Anna, I brought you some more Play-Doh, you can play with it. Sat it on the desk, and I ran out of here like my head was on fire. I was just done. I was down the stairs in record time. She comes through quite a bit. One of the last times she came through, it was almost like she was playing peekaboo with us, because you can hear her voice say, "I'm over here," and then there's a pause, and she goes, "Now I'm over here," there's a pause, and then she goes, "Now I'm over here." And to me it's kind of sad, because she's been either 10 or 12 years old, you know, basically for 100 and some odd years. She never got to grow up, and she never got to go to the other side. She's still here. And but I love this place. It terrifies me at times when I've been here. When the alarm goes off, the motion detector will go off, and I meet the police out here, and you never do find anything. For a few years ago, in the summer, for about a 2-week period, the motion detector on the first floor male side would go off every night within a 10-minute window at 3 a.m. Either 10 minutes before up to 10 minutes after 3 a.m., night after night. We would come during the daylight and make sure that there's nothing moving, like a window was left open to blow a curtain or something. Nothing's open. Finally, I said to the empty air, I said, "Listen, you guys, I get up at 4:30 in the morning and go to work. When you get me up at 3, I lose an hour and a half worth of sleep. Don't do it anymore." And it stopped. We never did figure out what it was or why it happened, but it stopped.
All right, we just walked into this nursery, and the music box is already spurting over here by the door. If you want to look in there, it's spurting. Just turned it on. So, is there any kids in here? You can keep. Yep. You can keep moving in front of that. We got a couple other devices in here too. I also have this. It's a little recording device. I'm going to set this right here. So to start off, I guess we're going to have this going off a little bit in spurts. We're in the nursery. There's a bunch of dolls in here. There's the cribs and stuff. I guess we can start off like we usually do. You know, telling our name. So, I'm Tommy Tombstone. I'm here to communicate with any spirits that are here in this building.
I'm Randy Statler. I'm here to communicate with any spirits that may be dwelling in this building also.
I'm Kennedy. I'm here to communicate with anyone.
It's going crazy.
And I'm John. I'm here to film. Maybe see you.
All right, so it already seems like you guys are somewhat here with us. There's someone walking up down these steps. Can you tell us your name into this recording device right here? I point to it. You just come up to this and say your name into this. Can you tell us your name? So there's other devices in here that you can play with. I know you probably like the music box. You like hearing the music. Can you keep that going? Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going longer. There you go. Very good. Keep it going. I know you probably like the music box, but we also have over here, we have some oh, sorry, I'll just go over this. It's so hard to work with because it's so small. We have this little device. I know it's kind of loud, but if you want to touch this, you got to grab it like this. Come over here and put your hand, and it will go like that. We also have another one over here. Right here. The closer you get, the louder it gets. Or do you want to keep playing with the music box? If you want to keep playing with the music box, can you make that go off twice? Go ding ding. Turn that light on. Just flip it on. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for making that go off. Can you make one of these other devices go off like this one? You come close, it'll go off. Come over here and touch it.
Did anybody just feel weird, like almost like a sudden rush, like somebody who's gonna bum rush you all of a sudden?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, you just feel like that feeling like it like tense up, like somebody's gonna like bum rush you. Like I felt like somebody was gonna tackle me off this chair just now, but it didn't happen.
No, I didn't feel anything like that.
Weird. Maybe they don't like me sitting in their chair. This is a little tiny chair. And I'm a big old guy. Big guy.
Hold it like an actual baby.
Yeah. Oh,
Right when I picked it up.
it likes that. You like Tommy playing with the baby?
Do you not want me to pick this up? If you don't want me to pick this up, can you make that music box go off 2 times? 1, 2, ding ding. Can you go ding ding? Or how about if I pick it back up? Do you not like when I pick it up? Is that what it is?
Oh yeah. That was right when you
Baby.
picked it up. Start like shaking it like a baby, like yeah, like you're like trying to put it to sleep.
So do you think it likes when I pick it up, or it doesn't?
I think it likes when you pick it up. I think it likes how you're like treating it.
Try picking a different one up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to pick the other one up? Sorry. Just set it down.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you pick up a baby doll.
That's crazy.
Ooh. Cool.
So you like when we pick up the baby dolls, huh?
Yeah, they do.
Right when you picked it
All right.
up?
Oh my god!
Wait,
dude! Wait.
We'll do it again. I swear. Now when we're like figuring it out, it's like.
Okay, now go to put it down. Go put the baby back down. Put it down. What?
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Should we do it? Try it one more time.
Yeah. This is crazy.
I think it likes the affection or something.
Yeah.
You're showing it.
Just.
Still going on. John's camera's on
making a
the
weird noise.
music box. I'm on Kennedy now. Put it down. Wait.
What if it's now? It's just mad. It's like, no, pick it up again. Like.
Do you
What
want
if like it's excited that someone's like in here playing with them? Like, you know.
Yeah.
It could be.
What if I try picking up a different one? Or is it like that one? Just like.
No.
Nope.
Are you kidding me? It's just still gonna go. Oh,
Okay, now set it down. Set it down. No freaking way.
I just thought, what if it's playing a lullaby for the baby?
Yeah.
When you pick
'cause
it
is
up.
like a music box.
sound like Rocky.
Yeah, so it's making the music box go off. So you
Now, what if it's just confirming you?
Yeah.
Or is that confirming?
Is that what
You
you're
like-
doing? Playing a lullaby for the babies to go to bed? Oh, how sweet of you. Thank you.
This is crazy. This is crazy, man.
So this next clip was filmed in the toy room. We decided to all split up. I, myself, and John chose this very room. Kennedy took the nursery room by herself. And Randy, well, Randy does whatever Randy's Real Paranormal does. Anyhow, I've seen a few things move on their own in my past experiences, but this one was definitely odd, and it seemed we got the verification for it as well. He is currently back in the nursery by herself since we got the most activity thus far. We're with her in that room. Randy, I don't know, he's somewhere in another room, so we kind of split up. So, alright, my name is Tommy. Once again, we're in the toy room. Is there any spirits that want to communicate with myself and John in this room? Is there any little kids in here? If so, can you tell us your name? Can you tell us how many of you are here with us right now? There's all kinds of little toys in here you can play with. Over here. We also got this. It's going to be loud for a second. Be close to that, it'll make that go off. If you put enough of your little energy in there. I don't know which toy you guys like to play with, but I got this little baby here. That thing doesn't like to stand up. Okay, that's not the best one. Let's try another one. Which toy is your favorite in this room? Can you make one of these toys move for us? Can you move or pick up one of these toys that's your favorite? Or there's a little piano over here. Can you touch this piano? Can you play the piano for us? Or can you play with that little train? I know there's a little girl here, they say, that roams around in here and likes to play with toys and stuff. I believe her name was Anna. Is that your name? Is Anna here with us? No fucking way. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This is moving. Are you getting this?
Yeah.
This is fucking moving on its own. Anna, is that you? What the fuck? Are you moving that? Oh my god. Very good. Dude, that is fucking crazy. I just got like goosebumps. Alright, so we are in what they say is, I don't know, one of the most active rooms in this entire building. This is the library. This is where they see a lot of activity from the little girl named Anna. So this is, we're gonna cover like this part, this room, and a little bit in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this music box on right here. I got a REM pod over in that other room too. Let it calibrate.
Supposedly, too, if you say her name,
Yeah.
she will correct you.
I was doing that in the nursery room and with the necrophonics out, and I mean, I heard like go away and like leave and stuff, and then I heard it say idiot, so, but that was it. Sorry, go ahead.
Pretty big word for a.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So my name's Tommy. We got Randy over here. We got John. We got Kennedy. You're in the library. So I hear that Anna is known to be up here. Or is your name Anna?
Can you tell us how to say your name if you're up here? We want to play with you. Can you come play with us? We got a couple toys here set up for you. This one likes to play music. If you walk by this, it will play music for you. All you gotta do is walk in front of it. I also got this little ball. If you touch or roll this ball around, it will light up. Flashes pretty colors. We got one over here. What is this, yours, Randy?
Alright, so my name's Tommy. We got Randy over here. We got John. We got Kennedy. You're in the library. So I hear that Anna is known to be up here. Or is your name Anna? Can you tell us how to say your name if you're up here? What's your name? We want to play with you. Can you come play with us? We got a couple toys here set up for you. This one likes to play music. If you walk by this, it will play music for you. All you gotta do is walk in front of it. I also got this little ball. If you touch or roll this ball around, it will light up. Flashes pretty colors. We got one over here. What is this, yours, Randy? Yeah, right.
You hear that?
For you. All you gotta do is walk in front of it. I also got this little ball. If you touch or roll this ball around, it will light up. Flashes pretty colors. We got one over here. What is this, yours,
You hear
Randy?
that?
Yeah, right.
Sound like someone say, yeah.
That sounds like a little girl.
Flashes pretty colors. We got one over here. What is this, yours, Randy?
That was
Play it
good.
one more time.
Alright, one
You
more
touch
time. It
this
sounds
and
like after I talk about the ball, it's like, yeah.
Music for you. All you gotta do is walk in front of it. I also got this little ball. If you touch or roll this ball around, it will light up. Flashes pretty colors. We got one over here. What is this, yours,
They
Randy?
said, yeah.
Yeah.
So this last clip was filmed by Bob Pinney down in the basement inside the tool room. He filmed this off of his phone using a FLIR thermal extension. This happened the same exact night as we were there. Bob and Dan Holroyd from Southern Michigan Paranormals were just walking around when they captured something that's truly bizarre, and which appears to me as a little kid peeking around a corner and then vanishing before their eyes. I'll let you guys be the judge of this scenario.
Yeah, there's a lot of mirrors, man. I keep seeing our, reflections.
Yeah, a lot of windows.
Yeah, windows and mirrors.
I know there's a lot of apple farm stuff in here. Did you guys grow apples? I love apples.
Whoa, I think I caught something, Dan.
This was yet another exhilarating paranormal experience. We were at this location from 8 p.m. all the way to 3 in the morning. As I said before, towards the beginning of this video, from the intimidating size of this building, being that it consists of 44 rooms, there was no possible way to cover this entire location in one night. I also want to add that when we covered this building, it was super cold and that there was literally no heat in the building whatsoever. Besides all that, I would most definitely say that there is activity that resides throughout the whole location. From the eccentric baby doll sessions, a toy moving on its own, to a very possible spirit literally playing peekaboo in the basement. This old museum harbors so much rich history and yet deems so many more stories to tell. So if you're not doing much on August the 20th, be sure to come out for Ghostorama, and just maybe you will have another story to add to this historical museum's collection. As always, I'm Tommy Tombstone, and this was my investigation of the Van Buren County Poor House Museum.
right now.
Alright, ready?
Holy shit, I was like, what?
And recording?
Yep.
Alright. Calibrating music box guy is right here. We are currently in the military room. Well, you guys are. I'm standing right outside of it. Can you stop that, please, for a second? I think we hit the right room. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to walk by now, okay? Hey, can you be quiet for a second, please? Can you stop? Thank you.